Alright guys, so something else I wanted to touch on here real quick was, let's say after you've got your fire made, you're going to need to be working on shelter. Okay, so I got another video that I'm going to do that's on complete shelter building, but something that you should know really quick is that the ground, even in the summertime, will suck the heat right out of you. So especially if it's cool or if it's wet conditions, you've got to get up off of the ground. One of the best ways to do it, and I've done this many times myself in actual situations where I've built my camps on top of entire snowbanks, is you got to find yourself some branches. You want to use a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller boughs. Hopefully you're somewhere where there's some trees or something like that. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys here real quick the basic concept. You're going to get yourself some boughs, and then usually around here, around the underbrush, you're going to be able to find yourself some ferns. Ferns grow all over in the forest here, and they make a great insulator. They really work really well. So you get some ferns. So I'm going to go ahead and build this this bed structure, and then I'll let you see how it kind of looks when it's all done. Alright guys, so what I've done is I've gone along and I've chopped down a bunch of small sapling branches. They're a little bit thicker, they're pinky size-ish branches. And you want to put those down first because they're going to create the base of your bed. And you want them about a little bit bigger than your body width. You want to get those down. Try to lay them all straight because trust me, I've slept on them a bunch of times. If you don't get these things straight, you got a branch sleeping in your back, it's not real fun. But you do need them to be a little bit thick to begin with. They need to be at least about half the pinky size to create enough insulation for you. Now, probably want a few more than that. I would probably say about another 2 inches of branches like that, but I'm just trying to get you guys an idea here how it works. After that, what you're going to want to do is find the softest material you can, whatever it is. If it's leaves, if it's ferns, if it's really the smallest boughs that you can, but anything you can get that's really a lot smaller and softer, and it's going to act like a much better insulator. And you want to put that right on top of that. I've already got a bunch of ferns here that I collected up. And you're going to want this, you're going to want the whole base of this about 10 inches thick. When you compress on it, it's going to get real small real quick. So, 10 to 15 inches thick if you can. But anything is better than nothing. What you really got to keep in mind is you got to get off the ground. You got to get something between you and the ground, because that ground will just kill you literally in the middle of the night. And once you do that, I've slept on it plenty of times. It's actually pretty comfortable. When you do it, to actually get it done right, it makes a pretty nice bed. So, all right, guys, you can check out my structure videos and survival shelters on. Alright guys, hey, one more thing I'm just coming down here off the side of the mountain. I kind of wanted to show you something else, something that can help you out in the mountains. It's a way to tell time, how long before it gets dark. And that's important because you want to know how much time you have to set up camp. And you want to give yourself, if you're new, you want to give yourself 2 hours to set up camp, make fire before it gets dark. The more experience you have, the less time you have to worry about stopping before you make your camp. But until you really get a lot of experience, a lot of mountain time or dirt time, you're going to want to give yourself about 2 hours to get your camp set up, fire, shelter, all that. What I'm going to show you right here is show you what time it is. It's, hopefully you guys can see this, it's 5:28, 5:30 basically. And one of the ways you can tell what time, how much time you have left is you can find yourself the horizon, and you'll see the horizon, you see the sun, and you're going to put your hand at the top of the horizon and the other hand at the sun, and count how many hand spaces you have between there. So go ahead and zoom in on my hand, so hopefully you can kind of see that with the view. With your view, it's going to be basically 2 hands. And with the time of day we have right now, it gets dark right about 7:30. So that sun's going to drop down right behind that ridge about 7:30, and I can tell that's about 2 hours, because each hand space is about an hour. Or if you go by the fingers, the 2 fingers is basically a half an hour. Every 2 fingers is a half an hour. So you got an hour, and you got another hour, so you got about 2 hours till that sun's going to drop down over that horizon. All right, hopefully that helps you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.